Hey everybody, I'm Judi and it's What's for Dinner Wednesday. So tonight we're having taco soup. I love to do ideas for you every Wednesday, so always come back and check it out. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or questions, make sure you always either message me or post them below. So for taco soup, it's made in the microwave. It's so simple and yet so delicious. We're going to be using our stack cooker by Tupperware, and I'm actually using the colander, if you can see that. And I put a pound of ground beef in it. The next thing that I want to do is add an onion, and this is a medium onion that I'm going to be using our Power Chef to chop up. If you know, some of the things that we have found here in Tupperware is the reason many people don't want to cook, don't like to cook, is it takes a long time. Right? It's expensive and it takes a long time. What you will find that we teach you here is how to make food simple, less expensive, and less time. So using the Power Chef, that is this non-electric food processor, I've pulled the cord, I think that was about 6 times with that onion, and take a peek. Look at how nicely that is chopped up. So really easy and simple. Everything's dishwasher safe with the exception of your metal blade on the Power Chef, which makes it very easy for cleanup. So for the taco soup, I'm going to take the pound of hamburger. Next I'm going to take that onion that I've chopped, and I did not mince. I actually just chopped it. And nice that this has the blade protector, because then nobody gets cut, right? Especially if you have help doing dishes. Is there such a thing? Does anybody help you do dishes? My goodness. I love it when I'm making stuff with Tupperware, because it all goes in the dishwasher with the exception of that metal blade. All right, so I've just taken that onion and the beef, you can see here. I'm going to use our spoon, which I love. I love this. I've seen a lot of people talk about a spoon or a masher that has little, I don't know, like a crossroad on it. I tend to use this spoon because it's so much more versatile. It just doesn't do one thing, it does everything. The way that it is kind of lifted at the end makes it easy to separate your ground beef or turkey, depending what you have that you're putting in. So just mixing this around. And using the colander, you're going to see why in just a second. So sorry for my voice. Put the cover to our stack cooker. It's 6 minutes until your meat is totally cooked and your onion is clear. So let's pop this in for 6 minutes. And I'm going to do it on 2 3-minute increments, and that way I can stop in the middle and just chop it up and move it around a little bit. So coming back to the Power Chef, if you don't have one of these, you got to have it. I think I have 3 in my kitchen at home. There's probably 4 here at our studio. It does come with the protector, which again, like I said, that's going to make it so you're not cutting yourselves, or whoever's helping you with the dishwashing won't have any accident either. And it keeps it from getting dull. The beautiful container is clear, so you can see what you're chopping up. You want to use it to chop up chicken, egg, peppers, literally anything you want to chop up. There's also a blade that comes with it that you can use, or a paddle that you can use to mix up. So makes it pretty versatile. You know, you're not just using it for one thing, and dishwasher safe. A little side note that we love to tell our customers, that there is a silicone, let me show you, on the bottom of the Power Chef. It comes with a silicone that pops right into it, and that comes off for easy cleaning. That's so that it'll stick to the countertop. So when you are chopping something, you're not chasing that container. So don't be afraid to take that off when you clean it. That'll make it pretty easy to work with. So in the 3-quart of the stack cooker, so I have that in the microwave. So in the other section of our stack cooker, you're going to take several ingredients. Now I will post below the actual recipe so that you have it, but you're going to use a can of corn, and I use the frozen corn. I like the taste of the frozen corn a little better, but either way, it's 15 ounces. This is super sweet corn, HEB, my favorite. Love our local HEB. For those of you that don't live in Texas, you don't get to experience, we have this amazing grocery store that is really terrific. It's called HEB, so it's wonderful. Couple different cans that you're gonna add to it. One is diced tomato, and I'm gonna be using our can opener to remove the seal of the can off the can. So you're gonna see, it does take a learning curve to use this because I think most can openers, I know it's been like 25 years since I used one, but I think you would sit it down and turn it to the side. This you're actually gonna take and set it right on the top. And you're gonna take there's two discs on it that actually come together on the lip of the can. Pull the handles together. You can see it's attached because I can pick up the can. Turn it, feels like it's not even opening. Once you go around one time, you'll hear it kind of click. You'll feel that. Open up the handles, put the little beak there and lift it off. And you can see the top of the can comes right off. So let me check our ground beef and just make sure as I break it up just a little bit more before I do the last 3 minutes. This is such a great recipe for any time of the year. So when it's hot, cold, doesn't matter because it's easy. You can serve it with different things, whether you want to make some guacamole that night and have some chips with it, a nice salad. Oh, this is beautiful and it smells terrific. It smells terrific. Look for good cuts of beef when it's on sale. I do like a grass-fed beef, so definitely watch, especially during these times when meat is so expensive. Watch for it to go on sale and grab it and freeze it. All right, that went back in for 3 minutes, so coming back to our soup, I've put either a can of corn or frozen corn in it. Opened up the can of, this is a diced tomato. You're gonna put the juice and all right? The juice and all. So I'm gonna show you what the can opener did here. It actually removes the seal where the lid is glued to the can. All right, so I'm gonna hold it real close so you can see there's no sharp edges, none here. And once you've opened it, and actually, look at this, guys. If you snap it back together, you can't even tell it was opened, which is kind of fun because if you love chocolate, you could wash this can out and dry it and put your chocolate, put it back in the pantry and nobody's gonna know it's in there, okay? That's bad, right? That's bad. We don't wanna hide it from our family. We want them to have it. But you're gonna love your can opener. Goodness, I have a tendency, I know through these What's for Dinner Wednesdays videos, you find out all kinds of things about me, but one of my tendencies is I just don't keep things. And my daughter, Angela, growing up, I swear it became one of the habits of her was every day she'd look in the garbage because mom may have thrown away something of hers, right? And a child can really get, well, anybody could get cut and hurt on a can. And those cuts take forever to heal. So using the can opener is going to prevent that. And it's so easy to use, easy to clean up. You lose the power or something like that, it still works. All right, so what I just added was a can of black beans, and now I'm going to add a can of chili beans. Again, the juice and all is going into these. Our silicone spatula, which is phenomenal. Look at that, it's already colored, so it's not gonna get stained. If you use it for spaghetti sauce or in today's recipe, it's not gonna stain at all. Put that and that. I have a nice little trash can right here, so we can put those in recycled. And then the last can that I'm gonna add here is a can of tomatoes with green chilies, all right? So you got those. Again, that recipe is right below. You could really dump whatever it is you like in your taco soup in this because it's just delicious. I had a friend of mine that said she always put those, I'm gonna call them chickpeas because I can't think of the name that it is, in it. And I said, really, in your taco soup? But you know, we all like what we like. and that's what she liked. So as far as the seasoning, I'm going to use a tablespoon of our chipotle seasoning. And our chipotle seasoning is a blend that we make here at the studio. And you definitely pop in. We'll be making seasoning blends, and you can not only get the recipe, but also make one to take home with you in a spice shaker. And you're gonna put about a tablespoon and a half. So in the Southwest Chipotle seasoning, there's smoked paprika, cumin, garlic powder, chipotle powder, cilantro, onion, granulated sugar, and salt. It's a terrific blend. And we really do prefer making our blends here rather than buying them already made, because when you buy a seasoning already made, you're buying fillers. And this is just gonna save you for that. All right, and then we're gonna add 1 package of ranch dip, which we also make the ranch seasoning here, which you can use as well. I did not have any made up today, and so I thought, well, I'll just use that one. All right, that is it in the soup base. Let me show you. It looks terrific. Very, very good. My meat is finished along with the onion, so I'm gonna grab that. Just give this a nice stir. You can see it's very hearty. And the leftovers of this is terrific. It really is. So our Stack cooker, I'll tell you about in just a second, because that is an amazing product as well. All right, so this was 1 pound of hamburger. And let me tell you what this says. This is organic, 85% lean, and 15% fat. All right, 85-15. So I'm going to show you something that you're going to be kind of blown away with. The hamburger is cooked along with the onions. I use the colander, so all the extra has kind of drained to the bottom. And what I like to do, and you don't have to do this, but I'm going to tell you, I do prefer to do it, is I like to chop the hamburger up to be kind of small and crumbly. So I'm going to use the Power Chef again and put it in. And that way it makes it chop up real nice. If not, you get larger chunks of that, and I don't like that. But again, when you're making it, you make it how you like it, because it's your family that you're pleasing, or you, or both of you, you and your family. It smells delicious. All right. Never want to leave any behind. Are you like me? It's like, I want every little bit to come into, every little bit of onion. Okay, so put that away. Put my Power Chef together. This is a ring that goes on the top, and you set it on and twist it. And then this is what we call the motor. And the motor has the pull handle to it, if that makes it work. And a little tip that I will tell you is, when you get yours, there's a small hole right here. When you use it, you want to make sure every time to stick, we use a citrus peeler, but you could use something like a butter knife and put it in there and twist it. And that way what happens is you're able to clean it really, really good. And again, I put everything in the dishwasher except for your metal. All right. And because it's clear, I can watch and see how much I'm chopping it up. That looks terrific. That was, I don't know, five little pools, I would say. And let me show you it. Ooh, so pretty. Show you. You can put hot things in this, which makes it nice. Doesn't that look great? So now I'm going to add to our soup mixture the hamburger and onions. You will love this. If you ever have a suggestion for me or something you'd like to see me cook on a What's for Dinner Wednesday, please don't ever hesitate to let me know. I love good ideas too. And, you know, we all tend to sometimes forget about certain recipes, get in ruts of making things. And that's what's so great about watching these videos, because sometimes you're like, oh, I haven't made that for a long time, right? And this allows that creativity to pop in. All right, this is done. It's that simple. It is literally that simple. Look at that, so pretty. All right, guys, let me show you what this looks like. Does that look wonderful? Now what you're gonna do is take the cover to your stack cooker, which I used on the hamburger. I'm gonna put it right on top, and I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 12 minutes. All right, so while that is cooking, I wanna come back and show you. In the hamburger, it was 85% and 15, right? By using the colander, what it allowed to happen was to let any of the meat byproducts kind of fall through the colander, the things you don't want to eat. And guys, when you see this, honestly, probably the first 25 years of Tupperware, I used to close my eyes and scrape it out because it is that nasty. But here's what I'll tell you. When you use the colander to cook your hamburger meat, you're not eating this. Let me show you. Can you see that? That is nasty. And if you didn't use a colander, you would consume that. So no matter what I'm starting on, whether I'm making a spaghetti sauce, a chili, I'm making enchilada, anything with beef, I always do it in the stack cooker with the colander, because again, I don't want to eat that. And I don't think you do either. All right, it's nastiness. All right, that's all I'm gonna say is it is nastiness. So nothing that I definitely want to have my family consume. So you'll be surprised at how much, and that again was the 85-15 meat, and it just comes out of it. So it's a great way. Start with it in that, and be able to use it. Know that your meat, you're not consuming that extra grease and byproduct. So let me just show you the stack cooker now. While the soup is being made, the stack cooker has several different components to it. The first thing is it does come with 2 seals. Seals mean that they're airtight, liquid tight. So they will go on the containers. You can make something like this ahead of time, put the seal on it. You could even pre-make it, have the seal on it, and then pop it in the microwave when you're ready to have it for dinner. Comes with that. Comes with what we call the cover. Then you have the 3-quart, put it right there, the 1 3/4 quart, and then your cover. So you can kind of see them right there on in the camera. So using the large 3-quart, you could use this for a whole chicken. You can use it, I make enchiladas. In fact, What's for Dinner Wednesday, about 7 weeks ago, I did enchiladas. Definitely watch that video. They are so delicious and so easy to make, where you just layer it up. It's terrific. To make a whole chicken, you're going to take a chicken, clean it out, put an onion, carrot, celery in the cavity, sprinkle it with seasoning, put it in here, put your cover on, and then everything is about 6 to 7 minutes per pound. That is a good rule of thumb when you're making something, is 6 to 7 minutes per pound based on your microwave. It comes out golden brown on the top, and you have a nice rotisserie chicken in a matter of 15, 20 minutes. All right, which again, why would you not want to buy a chicken, and why would you want to make yours? Because you know how clean that chicken is. You know how new that chicken is, because the ones that they are making the rotisserie chickens out of are not typically the newest. Okay, they've got to move them out some way and not take that loss. So by making your own, it's less expensive, guys. It's cleaner for you, and you can control the seasonings as well. So I've done a video on that as well. Then this middle piece, they all have on the bottom what they are. So this is a 1 3/4 quart. Again, you can use that for your side dishes, your rice, your pastas. And what is so neat is you can actually combine them and make something all at one time. So you can actually make a whole meal in the microwave at one time. So for example, I would put my side dish, say rice in the bottom, maybe in the middle section, do a chicken on vegetables, on the top do your dessert, something like a caramel apple streusel, pears, something of that sort. You do get the colander with it, which allows you to use it for, like today when we did the ground meat, let that, I always wrinkle my nose, let that what we don't want to eat drain through the bottom of it, right? It's also good for bacon. It's also great for shrimp. You don't need to smell up your whole house making shrimp. This is so much easier to do. Your artichokes, you can do them in here as well. So really great. This product, I would smack it together, but you would jump because it would be so loud. It's an unbreakable plastic. So it's unstainable and unbreakable. Has the large handles on it, so when you're lifting it out, it's easy to work with, and literally nothing sticks to it. Now I've just posted, again, if you can't find it, always message me, but Tupperware has a blog, and we have over 1,000 different menu suggestions to make with your stack cooker. So it's really terrific, great combinations. I love it. Sometimes I'm like, what should I have for dinner? And I just go to that combination and take a look at it. So you'll love that. You can use this when you're making candies, popcorns. In fact, let me tell you a little bit about popcorn, because that's one of my favorite snacks. Is you can make an air pop popcorn by putting your kernels, I would say no more than a half a cup of your kernels. Put your cover on. Put your cover on. I had to laugh at that. Can you imagine making popcorn and not having that cover? Not good. So put your cover on, put your kernels in, put it in the microwave. Listen for it. As soon as your kernels get about 3 seconds apart, I pull it out because you don't want to burn it. Well, some of you do. You like that taste. But your popcorn's done in minutes, has no oil on it. It's yummy. Now, if you do like buttered popcorn, you can take and put your butter in the bottom, melt it, right? Melt it, then add your kernels of corn, so up to a half a cup of popcorn. Put the cover on, put it in the microwave. Again, say 4 minutes or so, but you want to listen to the popping. You have buttered popcorn in minutes. All right, so this is really a terrific container. Love my stack cooker, and have been using one for 29 years. It's been in our product line and just an amazing product in itself. So love that. Lastly, I will tell you the care and use for this is pretty simple. Rinse it out, throw it in the dishwasher. It's good to go. Very simple, very clean. So this, again, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Tupperware Stack Cooker, and it'll be one of your favorite pieces. So the last piece that I'll tell you about is what we call the cone. And the cone, as you can see, let me show you this. The cone, it is made to work with your product to allow microwaves to fully get to all the different foods that you put in here. So you're going to take the base of your stack cooker, and the cone kind of sits right on it. And you can now see it looks like a bundt pan, if you will. So it allows you to make cakes. And by putting this in this cone, it allows the microwaves to get all the way around and penetrate everywhere so that your food is totally cooked. Some people use this to make a happy chicken. You set the chicken right on it. It's kind of fun, right? Really terrific. But mainly what I like it for is the cakes. And that is, it pops right down in it. Look at this. And to make cakes, I have a post below as well. I would recommend you searching for all the different cakes that you can make. Basically, you take any box mix that you like, and you can make it just as the back of the box, or you could take a box mix and add any kind of pop. I say pop, I think you may call it soda, but you take a can of pop, a box of cake mix, and mix it, and that will come out for you. If you think cake is not on your diet and you're like, Judi, I never make cake, that's too many calories, you realize the oil can be substituted for applesauce, and that allows it to be cut in calories. So really, really great. Lastly, as far as the cone in it. I use that a lot of times when I'm making stuffed peppers. You know, when you're making stuffed peppers, to get them to stand up, it can be difficult. So I'll take my peppers and make them and sit them down in here around the cone and then put them into the microwave to cook, and they don't fall over. So just very, very helpful. You are gonna love your stack cooker. Again, if you have any questions on it, suggestions, you need some ideas, please don't hesitate to reach out to your favorite consultant or myself, and we'll be able to help you. So for now, I am going to let that cook. It has 2 more minutes. I do want to get everything ready for our soup. So I'm going to stop the video until this goes off, and then I'll finish it up with you. All right, let's see. I pulled it out of the microwave, and the most important thing about cooking in the microwave is your standing time. Standing time is the time that your microwave finishes, the ding goes off, and your microwaves actually continue to cook. And you want to do at least 10%. So if it cooks for 10 minutes, leave it sit for a minute, okay? But standing time is very, very important to it. So it has some bowls out. I chopped up a little bit of avocado. I thought that would be nice. If you want to serve this with a salad, you can, or some crackers, whatever you like with your soup. Let's take a look at it. Always open it away from you. That's just safety. And look at this. I don't know if you, oh, it smells terrific. Just really great. Very, very yummy. All right, so truth will be in the, what do they say? The proof is in the pudding. All right, take a look at this. We'll put a little bit of avocado on it. Here we go, take a look. Oh, it looks delicious, guys. So there you have it, taco soup made 6 minutes with your beef and onion, and then 12 minutes in the microwave. So easy. Look how much it made. I mean, that's 3 quarts. That is definitely going to be a lot of soup for my husband and I can freeze some, and we'll have it for later. So thank you so much for watching. Again, always leave me some love below, some comments and some tips as well. Thank you. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye now.